Okay, I think this has got to be the most embarrassing patch of Overwatch I have ever seen. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the channel. So, Sigma can infinitely fly. Now, this obviously isn't great for Sigma because, well, I mean, your abilities are mangled, and he seems really, like, poor to control. But why is this in the live game? What is going on? Like, I can't. This is just bad. This is really, really bad. It's like the quality levels of Overwatch have just gone down into the ground, and I don't know. This is so mental to me to even like. How is this even a thing? Like, why isn't this hero been disabled? You know, this. It's not like I'm doing this the moment this was found as well, guys. This was found about 12 hours ago. In fact, I think even longer than that, probably even 24 hours ago. And yeah, it's not been fixed. What is going on, Blizzard? You know, I remember the times when we used to have a PTR, you know, where they could test the patch and find game-breaking problems and then fix them before they put them on live. I mean, we don't have a PTR anymore. This could be a good argument, actually, for a PTR because these kind of bugs are just, they're embarrassing, if anything. I mean, they obviously break the hero as well. I mean, you could probably say there's an argument for a permanently flying Sigma instead of using his abilities. But then, to be honest, he'd be quite easy to kill. But it's just the fact this is in the game. Like, it is totally embarrassing. I can't actually get out of this either. Like, I'm just stuck in this mode, I presume, until I die. I mean, I guess I can just fly over here. But yeah, where's the PTR, Blizz? Like, is this all in the name of getting content out faster? And, you know, I'll be honest as well, guys. I have been an Overwatch player for a long, long time. And, you know, one of the things that really pissed me off with Overwatch 2 was, like, the drastic drop in quality a lot of the cosmetics had. I mean, yeah, we still get really good cosmetics, but all in the name of just pushing stuff out quick. Even, I guess, I suppose, if you want to be super harsh, you can say, look at Lifeweaver, had a very limp arrival, and should that have been the case? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, Sigma's broke. Now, what I would say as well, guys, is do not do this on live, like in a game. You probably can get banned for it. Now, I'm not sure if you can, but I'm sure this could be reported for, you know, abusing the game. Even though, you know, Blizzard have done this to themselves, don't go out there and use it. I'm not going to show you how to do this, but just take my word from me. It's not hard to do this. All right, let's move on. Ugh. This next video, I can't actually show you guys because it is so bad. It will end up getting my... Well, this video will be deleted off YouTube for a start, and there'll probably be some sort of severe action taken against my YouTube channel. It is the most racist thing I've seen in a long, long time. This is my friend SVB playing Overwatch, and he is absolutely racially abused to a level that is just incomprehensible. It's crazy. The player in question is shouting the N-word at him repeatedly over the microphone. And this doesn't just happen to SVB. This happens to other players as well. But why is this player still playing the game? Look at this other tweet from SVB. He basically says, like, look, there's no update. I don't think the guy was banned. Now, he would have reported the player and logged into the game again. This is like 15 hours ago. There would have been a message pop up saying, thanks for your report. A player's been actioned. You're keeping Overwatch safe. He hasn't got any of that. So SVB has reached out to Blizzard and asked them what the hell's going on. Now, here's the thing, right? SVB is a content creator. There shouldn't be a world where it's only content creators who can directly talk to Blizzard and go, excuse me, I'm being racially abused in the game. I've got this undeniable evidence that I can show you. Why is this player still playing the game and why hasn't he been banned? Now, this is a privilege content creators have got. The average player doesn't have this. So what the actual hell is this Clown Fiesta report system Blizzard have got in place? It is meant to actually record voice chat at the point of reports going in. I think it's quite obvious what this person is saying and what this person is doing. And given the intensity of this, it's not the first time they've done this. They would have done this in multiple games, over and over again. Why are they still playing Overwatch? This, to me, is just crazy. You can type GG Easy into Overwatch, and it will obscure your message, and a different message will pop up. But you can type the M-word into chat. Nothing will happen. You can type any kind of racist abuse. You can just go crazy in the chat. Now, okay, you could argue, well, yeah, you'll probably get banned if you keep doing that, if you keep spamming it in. But they're meant to be recording voice chat as well. And they don't seem to be banning people because of that. People seem to be getting away with it. I've seen crazy things where people are playing music in the background very loud so they can shout racist stuff so it doesn't get picked up by whatever machine learning AI program or whatever Blizzard are using to verify the reports. But I'm going to say this, right? This is terrible. This is absolutely terrible. there are certain words that have only got one singular connotation and just should be banned outright anyway. You shouldn't be able to type certain things into the chat. This is a massive issue, I think, because we get to see these brave content creators like SVB stand up and go, look at this, look what's happened to me. Somju as well has got a bunch of clips of this happening. It's terrible. Yet they come back and they keep playing Overwatch because they love the game. But the game doesn't really seem to support them. And I don't... I just feel sad. I feel sad. I'm embarrassed for Blizzard because this has been going on for years and they're not able to sort it and they really need to sort this out. But I'm also sad at the state of it because what are they doing? All right, let's move on. Doomfist is absolutely broken in this patch. He just can't block anything. So this is from the incredible Doomfist player, Get Quaked On. It's just an insane Doomfist player. I'm going to read some of these off, but I'm going to tell you guys there's about 50 abilities that just don't get blocked anymore. So we've got things like Zarya's Primary, Zarya's Ultimate, Ash Bob Lift Up, Ash Dynamite, Genji Dash, Junkrat Tire, Sombra EMP, Ramattra Ultimate, Ramattra Vortex, Reinhardt Shatter, Reinhardt Charge, the Boop Effect, Junker Queen Knife Bleed, Junker Queen Melee Bleed, Junker Queen Axe Bleed, Junker Queen Ult Impact Damage and the Bleed, Orisa Spin, Orisa Roll. I could just go on, right? Echo Beam. Literally, when you block with this hero, you just take the damage and die. What are you doing, Blizzard? What the actual hell is this? You know, maybe it would help if we had a PTR. Or maybe the patches were, you know, polished when they were launched. Let's talk about Starwatch, because I think there are some really good elements to this, but there's also some kind of like, I can't even say half-baked. I think like quarter-baked or baked literally not at all with this game mode. So let's start off with the positives first. Now, I really like what they've done with Horizon Lunar Colony. I think this map looks really sick. There is an interesting sort of tidbit of information here that they don't use red in Overwatch maps because obviously red's the enemy team. So when you're playing PvP, they don't want to distract you. But it looks like in PvE, they're like, well, no, we can make maps red and just go for it. And I think this really makes this map look absolutely sick. Of course, it's got a heavy Star Wars sort of, it's a Star Destroyer, basically. It's like an Imperial ship, but it's red and it looks really cool. And I think they've done a great job. I also quite like the way they've got these interactable destructible items around the map, the little mini gravs that you can shoot that pull players together. It's kind of cool. Now, what I think also is a positive is the overall design of these skins, but it must be said, this game mode and previous limited time game modes before it are just vehicles to sell you skins. It's like, hey, would you like to test drive this skin? Now go and buy it for $20. It's like, okay, I don't know whether that's enough to make people buy skins. I'm sure they've got data which indicates that it is, and they go on from there. But I do think that overall these skins are pretty good. Now, this is where I think a lot of the issues start to arise in this game mode. It looks to me that they've basically made skins in this design, this space opera design, and then decided to build a game mode around it. It doesn't look like they've gone, you know what, we're going to make a game mode and then, you know, select the correct characters basically to build a team comp to make it function correctly. Now, I don't want to go on too much about balance in this mode because it is just a, you know, a throwaway PvE experience. There's not much to it. There's a nice little bit of lore. There's some nice custom voice lines. There's good skins, as I said, and the map looks nice. But beyond that, it's very minimal on any kind of additional mechanics. Yeah, you've got the things you can blow up, and yeah, there's the turrets. Now, I think actually while I'm here, let's just talk about the turrets, because the Doomfist, the AI for the Doomfist on your team, if you're the Watchers, it is the worst AI I've ever seen in my life. It literally just runs towards the turrets and destroys them, but it is so easy to kill, and also it's probably bugged because of block. We know Doomfist block is totally bugged, so you can just destroy this like it doesn't exist. It's absolutely crazy. But it's just too easy to play around. It's, again, very minimal, very basic, very half-baked. That's what I was kind of getting at. But there's no way you can augment your hero in this game mode. It's just you play the hero and you play together, and you've just got to capture 4 points, and each point has got a bunch of gun turrets around it, and your Doomfist will destroy them, and while he's destroying them, you try and kill the enemy team or assist him in destroying the turrets. That's kind of it, right? And I've played this a couple of times. I probably won't be playing it again. It's bloody boring. Like, it's okay for a bit, and it's like whatever. This to me doesn't really, it doesn't feel that substantial, right? Visually, again, yeah, it looks okay, but the actual gameplay itself is just devoid of any kind of replayability, really. The only reason you would replay this would be to get the rewards, I guess, if you want to progress your battle pass quicker, because there are a lot of challenges for this, and they do give you a lot of battle pass XP. So for that, it's kind of worth it. I just want to talk about the team comps. Like I said, I don't want to go too heavy into balance, because I don't care about balance too much in this mode, because it is this sort of hybrid PvP PvE mode, which I think is kind of cool. And it would actually be pretty funny to see this res mechanic in the game. Just anyway, in PvP. I'm not saying do that, but I think it would be funny. But anyway, yeah, teams. If you're the Watchers, so you're on attack, and remember this is basically an assault map just with 4 points. You have got Winston and Wrecking Ball as the tank. You've got Ashe and Torb as the DPS. And you've got Baptiste and Lucio as the healers. And you can only have one healer. You can't have multiple healers, I don't think. Actually, don't quote me on that. You might be able to. Yeah, I think you can, actually. But obviously, you would suffer with less DPS, I guess. Then if you look at the Infinite Empire side, you have got D.Va and Sigma, much better options for this map. Bastion, an incredible option, especially against Winston, or even Wrecking Ball. Sojourn, again, really strong. Soldier, really strong, because Soldier's got a heal. So this is really powerful in this mode. And also, he's just Soldier, so he's pretty good anyway. Brig, and then Mercy as the supports. So you're in a situation where if you read those team comps out to people, or those heroes you could select, it's very obvious that the Infinite Empire is a better team. It's like they're just a better team. And yeah, I know, balance isn't the be-all and end-all of these modes. But you've got to think, like, if they've got this PvP game, which they have sort of balanced, or they've gone mental with the Junker Queen change in this patch, you think they would have gone a little bit deeper into making this a more sort of, I don't know, maybe a more tactical game in terms of the heroes you could select, instead of what I believe they have done, which is just straight up, hey, we've got these skins, we've made them for these heroes, let's just make a game mode. It kind of is a bit weird. Like, I mean, even on a basic level, in what world would you have Baptiste as a healer for a dive tank? I mean, yeah, it works, but it's difficult to pull off, right? You might want a different support for that. I mean, Lucio's okay, but Lucio doesn't do enough healing in this mode. And as I say, if you had both of them, then maybe, yeah, but you've got less damage. I don't know. It's just underwhelming. I think that's the thing that I'm trying to get across here, guys. Like, like I said, I like the skins. I like the look of the map. I see these little sort of mini mechanics they've done. And part of me worries here. And the worry is, when PvE launches, is this what it will be? Will it be a mode like this that they throw out every other battle pass? Let's say when there's not a hero, they're going to drop a PvE mission, and it's just something like this. Or will it be more than this? This is only a limited time mode, remember. Will it be twice the length of this? Is that enough to keep you engaged? I don't know. Like, I think this would have been really cool if there were talents or something you could pick, and you could build your heroes in a slightly different way. I'm not talking super complex talents, but like a few different things, like maybe augment the way Winston's barrier functions just in this mode, yeah? Or something like that. Could have been really cool. And I feel like they've missed a trick with that. And it makes this feel kind of bare bones. Alright guys, thank you for listening and watching the video. Let me know what you think about this game mode in the comments below. I think if I had to rate it out of 10, I'd give it like a 6 out of 10, I think. But yeah, could improve quite a lot. Alright guys, thank you for listening and watching, and I'll catch you lovely lot on the next one. See you soon.